You're listening to a podcast by the Perennial Leader Project. Welcome back to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. Today is day 50, and we are exploring what it means to live and examine life. In a letter to his friend Lucilius, Seneca wrote, quote, "There is no reason why you should put confidence in yourself too quickly and readily. Examine yourself. Scrutinize and observe yourself in diverse ways. But mark before all else whether it is in philosophy or merely in life itself that you have made progress. Philosophy is no trick to catch the public. It is not devised for show. It molds and constructs the soul. It orders our life, guides our conduct, shows us what we should do and what we should leave undone. It sits at the helm and directs our course as we waver amid uncertainties." Unquote. And this passage is adapted from a letter known today as On Philosophy, the Guide of Life. As Seneca points out often, philosophy orders our life and guides our conduct. This is not just for Stoicism, but any philosophy of life is going to have a set of principles and practices to live by. Interestingly, until we adopt a, quote, way of living, it's not really possible to live an examined life, at least in a philosophical sense. There's no set of principles or standards to examine your actions against. Seneca explained to Lucilius that we need a standard. He said, "Without a ruler to do it against, you won't make crooked straight." We know this to be true, practically speaking. Attempt to hang a picture or a TV on a wall without a level or measuring tape, and you'll find that most times it's a little crooked. The Stoics and many others urge us to reflect on our actions. But this doesn't mean that we beat ourselves up for every misstep. Seneca stressed to Lucilius, "Why should I fear the sight of my own errors when I can forgive myself?" Living an examined life is not absent of mistakes. It's simply about becoming aware of them and attempting to improve in the future. It's also important to remember that the practice of journaling, something that I mention often here, is not designed as an opportunity to criticize or shame ourselves. We're wise to keep in mind Seneca's response about his progress toward wisdom. Quote, "I have become a better friend to myself." As a daily exercise, I invite you to consider reflecting or journaling on how comfortable you are with making mistakes. You might ask yourself, how can I remember that mistakes or falling short is simply part of the process? Missing the mark is an opportunity to learn, and as Seneca put it, to become a better friend to ourselves. Thank you for listening to Dying Every Day, Stoicism in a Year. I hope you found something useful for daily life. If you enjoy what we're doing here and want to support the project, consider becoming a Perennial Meditations member. And finally, as always, I urge you to put what you heard into practice. Until next time, be wise and be well.